Let us for a few moments meditate on Sri Ramakrishna for peace and prosperity of the whole humanity. Shanti Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sthapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmasvarupine Sthapakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharmasvarupine Avatarvarishtaya Ramakrishna-The Namaha. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityormamritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let us bow down to Sri Ramakrishna, the embodiment of all religions, the Supreme God Incarnate. Let us pray to Him to lead us from the darkness of ignorance to the light of knowledge, to lead us from the unreal to the real, to lead us from death to immortality. Last class had dealt with Sri Ramakrishna's glory. It is not easy to understand him. Sri Ramakrishna is Parabrahman himself. He came to liberate the people from ignorance. It's only when you are free from ignorance you will really enjoy peace and happiness. So ignorance is the root cause of suffering. Secondly, Sri Ramakrishna has come to instill faith in the presence of God. He came to remove all skeptical ideas about God and religion. Through his own life and practice, he showed to the humanity that God was real and he could be realized, he could be seen. So, people need not have any doubts about the presence of the divine power. So Sri Ramakrishna's life should inspire us to step up our spiritual sadhanas so that we can achieve the goal in this very life. It takes centuries for mankind to comprehend an incarnation. Referring to Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda said, Sri Ramakrishna is far greater than his disciples understand him to be. He is the embodiment of infinite spiritual ideas, capable of development in infinite ways. Even if one can find a limit to the knowledge of Brahman, one cannot measure the unfathomable depth of our Master's mind. Incarnations come to help us. The Supreme Paramatman embodies himself in human form in order to help the people to reach that highest goal, in order to show them the path to spiritual life. Incarnations come and help to the maximum extent possible. So, we are really very fortunate and blessed if we understand Sri Ramakrishna as the Paramatman himself, the Supreme God, Parabrahman, whom we call Shiva, whom we call Kali, whom we call Vishnu. He is the same God who is being called by different names. Whatever name you call, you are calling him only. A devotee of Sri Ramakrishna wants to know the real Sri Ramakrishna, who Sri Ramakrishna really is. A true devotee of Sri Ramakrishna does not remain satisfied with reading or hearing about his life and teachings. He makes use of this knowledge and tries to seek the reality of which this knowledge is only a shadow. He soon finds that this mystic quest is leading him on to the depth of his soul, which is the gateway to the world of the spirit. It is there that Sri Ramakrishna is to be sought. The real light, the ever-shining light, is in the Atman. And then he visibly saw in that vision how he transcended the universe. And the whole thing was enveloped by divine light. Same thing Swami Vivekananda is telling here. Beyond this universe lies that divine light, the ocean of divine light. It is through the grace of the great souls that we find our way to that divine light. They help us to rise from the lower plane to the higher. Thus we get the inspiration to cross the seas of the material world and move into the ocean of divine light. By quoting what Sri Ramakrishna himself said, Sri Ramakrishna tells very clearly Look, do you want to have spiritual achievement? Are you aspiring for spiritual illumination? Do you want to realize the truth? You should meditate on this portrait of mine. Sri Ramakrishna is telling. You should meditate on this portrait of mine, and that will do. By invoking the Master, one can have so many visions of light. But Sri Ramakrishna must be invoked, heart and soul. He is the light of the world, self-revealing and all-pervading. His manifestations are everywhere. So, let us try to understand Sri Ramakrishna as not simply ordinary human being with limbs, 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, etc. He is the divine being himself. Came in this form to help humanity rise above the lower planes so that they can have the vision of the divine light. Page 572. To Narendra and others, Sri Ramakrishna said, let me tell you this. I regard woman as my mother. I regard myself as her son. This is a very pure attitude. There is no danger in it. To look on woman as a sister is also not bad, but assume the attitude of a hero. To look on woman as one's mistress is the most difficult discipline. Tarak's father followed this discipline. It is very difficult. In this form of sadhana, one cannot always maintain the right attitude. There are various paths to reach God. Each view is a path. It is like reaching the Kali temple by different roads. But it must be said that some paths are clean and some dirty. It is good to travel on a clean path. Many views, many paths, and I have seen them all, but I don't enjoy them anymore. They all quarrel. No one else is here, and you are my own people. Let me tell you something. I have come to the final realization that God is the whole and I am a part of Him. That God is a master and I am His servant. Furthermore, I think every now and then that He is I and I am He. The devotees listen to these words in deep silence. Bhavanath said humbly, I feel disturbed if I have a misunderstanding with someone. I feel that in that case I am not able to love all. Master said, try at the outset to talk to him and establish a friendly relationship with him. If you fail in spite of your efforts, then don't give it another thought. Take refuge in God, meditate on Him. There is no use in giving up God and feeling depressed from thinking about others. Bhavanath said, great souls such as Christ and Chaitanya have admonished us to love all beings. Master said, love you must, because God dwells in all beings. but salute a wicked person from a distance. You speak of Chaitanya, he also used to restrain his spiritual feeling in the presence of unsympathetic people. At Srivasa's house, he put Srivasa's mother-in-law out of the room, dragging her out by the hair. Bhavanath said, it was not he, but others who did it. Master said, could the others have done it without his approval? What can be done? Suppose a man cannot make another love him. Must he worry about it day and night? Must I waste my mind, which should be given to God, on useless things? I say, oh mother, I don't want Narendra, Bhavanath, Rakkal or anybody. I seek thee alone. What shall I do with man? When the blissful mother comes to my house, how much of the Chandi I shall hear? How many monks will come here? And how many yogis with matted locks? When I attain God, I shall attain everything. I renounced gold and silver, saying, rupee is clay, and clay is rupee. Gold is clay, and clay is gold. With these words, I threw gold, silver, and clay into the Ganges. Then I was afraid at the thought of that Mother Lakshmi might be angry with me because I had treated her wealth with contempt, that she might even stop my meals. So I prayed to the Divine Mother, O Mother, I want thee and nothing else. I knew that by realizing her, I should get everything. Bhavanath said smilingly, this is the shrewd calculation of a businessman. Master said smilingly, yes, that is so. Once the Lord was pleased with a certain devotee. He appeared before him and said, I am very much pleased with your austerities, ask a boon of me. The devotee said, O Lord, if you are gracious enough to give me a boon, then please grant that I may eat from golden plates with my grandchildren. One boon covered many things, wealth, children and grandchildren. All laugh. So, light is within, we are searching for the light outside. We are not searching in a place where we should search. We are searching for the light in a wrong place. As long as you are searching in a wrong place, you won't get light. Search must be done in the right place. Where it is possible to get that light. Can anybody show the way? Yes. The spiritual masters have shown the way. The spiritual texts have given the methodology to approach the way. So, taking all this guidance, proceed in search of the light. You are sure to see it. All the Upanishads say, when the mind is concentrated upon the divine, one must see the divine light within his heart. Once you see that light, you feel your immortal nature. That means you are afraid of nothing. That's all. Any question? Whatever religion you practice, discipline is required. Why? To purify the mind. Unless your mind is purified, you can't get into truth. It's very simple. So, take to practice honestly, do it, struggle sincerely, leave the result to God. As Sri Ramakrishna said, meditate on this portrait of mine, everything will be done. Then why should you worry about the result? Follow what he said. Think of him. That means think of the divine, whatever form you are worshipping. Think of the divine form. Think of the divine idea. Let your actions and thinking coordinate in a proper way. There should be coordination. There should be harmony in your thinking and in your actions. Harmony. Then only you will be able to concentrate, you will be able to meditate. Then only you will enjoy the glory of Atman. Atman. Any question? Any comments? You can give your comments, what you feel. Each one is a spark of the divine light. Each one is a spark of the divine light. Suffering has got various shades. It depends upon your state of mind. Body sufferings are because of the reactions of something else. Every suffering has got its cause. The whole thing is just dumped in under one heading, ignorance. That means as long as you are not analytical, as long as you are not facing the problem with full awareness, you are bound to suffer more and more. So, but you can set right. When you think properly, even then suffering may come, but then you are not bothered about the suffering anymore because of the wisdom, because of your thinking in an analytical way. You are just not worried about things what may come. You are not bothered at all. Your attention is only on seeing the divine light within your heart. How should I see? Anything that comes on the way is a hurdle, is a kind of suffering. Finer type of suffering, finer varieties of suffering will be there. One may be physically very strong, but mentally he may be suffering. And as Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Vyakulata, because he was intensely longing to see Divine Mother, he suffered immensely. But that suffering paved the way for realization. But he gave good direction to the suffering. People all suffer, but they don't know how to direct the suffering in a proper way. You can see here Sri Ramakrishna. He also suffered, but he suffered for the sake of the truth. To realize the truth, he suffered. Suffering has got special quality. It has burning power. What does it burn? It burns all your impurities. The Durga is a special manifestation of the Divine Mother. See, Purush and Prakriti, they are inseparable. Shiva and Shakti, they are inseparable. They are, on one side it is Shiva, on the other side it is Shakti. On one side it is father, on the other side it is mother. On one side it is friend, on the other side it is relation. They are not separated, but they take specific forms in order to fulfill specific missions. Durga came, her special manifestation of power was essential to eliminate the wicked forces prevailed at that point of time. There was a set of people who were causing immense tortures to the world. Nobody could handle them. They were obsessed with power. You see, power in a restricted way is constructive. If it goes beyond the limit, it becomes destructive. So, these people became destructive on account of their immense power they acquired. So, they would not come to their senses at all. They would even question, who is God? Who is God other than myself? If that God is there, let him come and save the people, let me see. Like that they would challenge. Now I am telling you, these are all relative explanations. See, the whole universe, what is after all this going on? Everyday people eating, drinking, sleeping. What is that? What is the achievement? But it is a sport. Nobody can explain. Going on. Whether you want it or not, it goes in this way. It's a sport. Sport. So we call it as Leela. God's a sport. You can't ask why. But what's your part? What's your duty? As a player, play your part nicely. That's all you are required to do. Play your part nicely and get joy out of it. Of Lord Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles. In fact, in our tradition, whatever worship you do, whatever enterprise you start, first you must offer worship to Lord Ganesha and then do. Even gods have accepted that. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara have accepted that. All gods have said, look, first you offer worship to Ganesha, then offer worship to us. So, it's a very important festival and we need his protection. We need his help to remove all obstructions in our spiritual life. So, it is very significant we should do this worship. From spiritual point of view, it is very, very significant day. Chant the name of the Lord and His glory unceasingly, that the mirror of the heart may be wiped clean and quenched that mighty forest fire, worldly lust, raging furiously within. O name, stream down in moonlight on the lotus heart, opening its cup to knowledge of thyself. O self, drowned deep in the waves of his bliss, tasting his nectar at every step, bathing in his name, that both for weary souls. Various are thy names, O Lord, in each and every name thy power resides. No times are set, no rites are needful for chanting of thy name. So vast is thy mercy, How huge then is my wretchedness, who find in this empty life and heart no devotion to thy name. O my mind, be humbler than a blade of grass, be patient and forbearing like a tree, take no honor to thyself, give honor to all, chant unceasingly the name of the Lord. O Lord and soul of the universe, mine is no prayer for wealth or retinue, the playthings of lust or the toys of fame. As many times as I may be reborn, grant me, O Lord, a steadfast love for thee. A drowning man in this world's fearful ocean is thy servant, O sweet one. In thy mercy consider him as dust beneath thy feet. Oh, how I long for the day when an instant's separation from thee, O Lord, will be as 1,000 years, when my heart burns away with its desire, and the world without thee is a heartless void. Prostrate at thy feet let me be in unwavering devotion, neither imploring the embrace of thine arms, nor bewailing the withdrawal of thy presence, though it tears my soul asunder. O thou who stillest the hearts of thy devotees, do with me what thou wilt, for thou art my heart's beloved, thou and thou alone. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real, lead us from darkness to light, and lead us from death to immortality. May all be free from dangers, may all realize what is good, may all be actuated by noble thoughts, may all rejoice everywhere, may all be happy, may all be free from disease, may all realize what is good, may none be subject to misery. May the wicked become virtuous, may the virtuous attain tranquility, may the tranquil be free from bonds, may the freed make others free. May good betide all people, may the sovereign righteously rule the earth, may all beings ever attain what is good, may the worlds be prosperous and happy, may the clouds pour rain in time, may the earth be blessed with crops, may all countries be freed from calamity, may holy men live without fear, may the Lord, the destroyer of sins, the presiding deity of all sacred works, be satisfied, for he being pleased the whole universe becomes pleased, he being satisfied the whole universe feels satisfied.